Well, first, I want to say, what's up, guys? And, shit. Just go to record this video that I'm about to do now. Clearly, this quality is a little bit different. I'm shooting on my phone today. I go to turn on the 70D, and I get this right here, error 80, and, the video freezes. Like glitches out. It's turned on right now, but there's no video. Sensor's not opening up. I was gonna talk about a different subject. The subject I was gonna talk about today was called about thinking about the delivery, thinking about the final product. When you're developing a video in your head, what does it look like down the road? But I think this video has turned into something quite differently now. And I'm looking up error 80, and apparently that's like a fatal motherboard issue where the 70D wasn't really meant to record video long term, and I've been using it now for the past 3 years, just like constantly recording video with it. So it fries the motherboard, and now the electronics can't communicate with each other. So you put a new battery, you put a new memory card, you erase the firmware, nothing. So I think now we can talk about what camera I've been wanting to get lately. Nervous laughter. Cue the nervous laughter. So two cameras I've been looking at lately, and I'm just going to go off the dome, just totally changing the subject, is the GH5, and the other one has been the Sony A7S. Let's start with the GH5. GH5 is amazing. Specs are amazing. Got a buddy at work, I've seen him use his camera. I've seen the GH5 in person. In-body stabilization's amazing. I don't really care that it's micro four thirds. That seems to be like the huge problem with everybody. I'm okay. It also means that the glass is cheaper, and I don't mind using like cheap plasticky lenses. Not cinema lens house, so I don't care about that. Don't need that. Lenses are cheap. The body's just as big. It's just as kind of beefy as the 70D. Still has the same articulating screen as the 70D. What improves on the GH5 is a headphone jack and a microphone jack, and the ability to control that. The one feature that I'm looking forward to, if I were to get that camera, is the frame rate. So you got 120, 96, 72, 60 frames. You got 4K. As a cinematographer, working with this camera is very frustrating because it's 8-bit 420 color space. You kind of get what you get. It's Canon colors, which is nice, but it's like there's not much play with it. Much like this iPhone footage here, there's no play with it. If you want to drag it up, if you want to bring up the shadows, if you want to make sure the highlights are safe. You don't really have much control over that except just getting proper exposure. But if you want to do some grading, which is getting way more popular now, and it's becoming an essential skill, having a graded look and developing your own style is important, and having that color space and that bandwidth to work with in a 422 and a 10-bit color space is really nice. Battery life is good. Let's move on to the Sony A7S, and I'm kind of like in between the other one in the line, the A7R II, but we'll start with the A7S II. I got my hands on that camera a few months ago. I really like it. It's beefy, it's full frame sensor. Sony's starting to come out with more and more E-mount lenses. They're much more expensive than the micro four thirds lenses. If you were to compare them, 24 to 70, 12 to 35, those two are about. The Sony glass is going to be way more expensive. Battery life sucks on it, but you're also getting huge low light performance, and you're getting full frame sensor, which means more shallow depth of field. You're getting just a slightly better image quality. But then let's go back to the A7S. It's only 8-bit, and it's 420 internal. You can output to 422, but for me, just shooting on the street, like whatever, like just doing vlog kind of stuff, I'm not gonna put on a big recorder and the Atomos and the HDMI cables running in the power. It's like I'm not going to do that at all. So inside of the A7S, you get 420 8-bit, which means it's a little more difficult to grade. Although you get S-Log2 and S-Log3, which is nice. But in the GH5, you get V-Log. So, yeah. Going back to the A7R2, I've had some inquiries about photography, doing a little bit more photography, and the A7R2 has some of the strong features of video from the A7S, minus the low light capabilities, but it has almost double, I can't remember, I think it's like 42 megapixels, so it's a higher photo resolution compared to the A7S. That camera is strictly meant for video, whereas the A7R2 is meant for hybrid shooting. It's you can do photos, you can do videos, but you're still going to be able to be professional on both sides. You're not like this. Well, this camera's kind of hybrid, I would say, but like you go to the GH5, that can be used for photography, but compared to like its full frame brothers and sisters out there, it's probably going to be third or fourth place. Still really good, but not as good. So I'm kind of there. It's like, now my question is like full frame versus micro four thirds. A7 line has in-body stabilization, but not as powerful as the GH5. And it's cheaper. I don't know. I think I'm gonna get the GH5. Thanks for listening to this conversation, however short this is. Yeah, this sucks. So I'm gonna try to figure out some more issues about the 70D and error 8080. But it seems like this thing is done? Maybe? Anyway, I'm gonna just upload this straight to YouTube, this whole video. But thanks for watching, guys. New setup. I got like some DJ lights back here, just playing with some LEDs, adding some color to this little video. Got the new Drawcast LEDs. Oh, I didn't even notice that was in the shot, but whatever. Gonna do a review on these lights. I really like them. And I'll stop rambling there. My name is Jordan Anderson. Thanks for watching. Check out my website, check out my Instagram, Jordan P. Anderson. Everything is Jordan P. Anderson, so just look that up online and you will find me. So, with that, we'll see you. Oh, also listen to the podcast. About to report. Alright, we'll just end the video here. Thanks for watching.